Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about an article written by CNN Travel. It is titled Mummies Discovered in Burial Shaft in Egypt, which is written by Francesca Street in 28th of April 2020. The article says that Egypt's Ministry of Tourism has announced the unearthing of 5 limestone sarcophagi and 4 wooden coffins containing human mummies in Saqqara. And here is an example of one of the discoveries. Also, small artifacts were discovered in the shaft, and they've been removed for restoration purposes. Which are these small discoveries? The Ministry of Tourism announced another recent discovery on April 24th, which is the uncovering of a mummy that dates back to Egypt's 17th dynasty, which is this one. Okay. So I believe this article is an example of newsworthiness because it has 5 newsworthiness elements. Oh, sorry, I mean 4. So it is entertainment, unexpected, proximity, and timeliness. So I believe that it has the entertainment aspect because a discovery of new ancient Egyptian archaeological finds is always exciting for archaeologists and Egyptologists around the world, as it is the oldest civilization in the history of mankind. It has the unexpected aspect because it is out of the ordinary to discover archaeological finds in both Luxor and Saqqara, as there are plenty of excavations and discoveries before in these areas, and people thought that there are nothing left to be found. The third element is proximity, and it has this element because these discoveries are in our country and it's close to us. The last one is timelessness, which is they have this element because these discoveries were all in the past week. I believe that the most prominent element of these 4 in this article is the unexpected part, because despite the COVID-19 epidemic, the excavation crew were able to bring out to the world these amazing finds. And here are some other pictures of the finds that they found over there. Thank you.
Today, my presentation is about newsworthy elements. First of all, my article is about Ramiz Galal show and how people are criticizing the show, and they think it's kind of sadism and it's a very bad idea. So what elements that I used in my article are impact, timeliness, prominence, conflict, bizarre, trending, and human interest. The first element I used was impact. I found impact in the article because there are many viewers all over the Middle East who watch that show, and all the cast and the crew members who helped in the production of this show are going to lose their jobs because of the viewership that will go down, and all the money they spend on the production went to waste. The second element is timeliness, because it's the only distracting thing today from the coronavirus that affect the whole world. So these kind of shows are the only thing that distract people from the coronavirus crisis. Third, the prominence. I think there is prominence because Ramiz is a celebrity and his show features celebrities in a unique situation that makes people more curious to watch the show. Element 4 is conflict. I found conflict in the article. I will tell you now why. Because some people view this show as being sadistic, unethical, and humiliating his guests. On the other side, these guests are paid and they have accepted to come up or to appear on the screen in this situation, and also they can refuse to air their. I have is bizarre, I found bizarre in the article because Romans tend to make the celebrities look unfamiliar and look upside down, to make fun of them, and this is very unique way for the celebrities to be on air. Element 6 is trending. I found trending in the article because it's an annual show that audience wait for every Ramadan to see the new idea or how the prank show will make them feel, how he will make fun of the celebrities he gets. Last element I have today is human interest. I found human interest in the article because usually people like to see the new and unfamiliar shows that as it's kind of fun and entertainment for them. Why it's priority? This news has a priority because it's a booming prank show in the Middle East, and the audience waiting for it every year because to fulfill their enthusiasm and curiosity. This is why it's a priority for people, this kind of article.
I will be discussing an article by CNN with the headline of Potential Coronavirus Vaccine Being Tested in Germany Could Supply Millions by the End of the Year. Pfizer, which is a German company, says that it will begin testing this experimental vaccine in the US as early as next week. And the companies estimate that there is potential to supply millions of vaccine doses by the end of 2020. At the end of the article, we're also informed that Pfizer isn't the only group with potential COVID-19 vaccine in the works, as Oxford University's Jenner Institute in the UK also began testing its vaccine on humans Thursday. Officials say that more than half a dozen vaccine programs are in the clinical trial phase and more than 80 are in the preliminary phases. So now I'll begin to discuss the newsworthy elements that apply to this article. First would be the timeliness. This news is obviously the most recent regarding coronavirus, and people are always on the lookout for the latest updates on this pandemic. So due to how recent it is, it's of high value. Second element would be human interest. COVID-19 is the world's biggest concern and topic of interest and discussion today. So any news regarding this pandemic is of value and catches people's attention. People are highly interested in news that will affect them some way or another or have an impact on their lives. So today, what can affect people more than having a vaccine, ending coronavirus, and giving them their normal lives back? So the two newsworthiness elements that apply to this article and give this news priority would be timeliness, how recent it is, and human interest.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'll be discussing two elements of newsworthiness elements on the following article. The article is Egypt's coronavirus with an expectations President Health Advisor. First element I'm gonna be discussing is the impact on people. In my opinion, it has a great impact on people, especially Egyptian citizens, because they will be concerned about the virus and how it's gonna be spread, if it's gonna be spread among people quickly, so that will make them fear from if they will get infected, then it will force them, the impact, it will force them to have more precautions, so they will be afraid because they will be afraid from the virus, and it's a huge crisis that's happening right now, and it's something very dangerous. So that's why it would have a great impact on people. Second element is the timeliness. In my opinion, it's considered new because it's a new virus that we don't know, and we don't know anything about the virus, and we still don't have a specific cure for the virus. So every update for the virus is something new. So everything is update for the virus is new. So that's why it's new something, and that's why it's timeless. Third point I'm gonna be ending with is that